G'day guys, Neil here from the Gordon TAFE. I'm here with cookery student Lorena, and we're here to show you how to make a classic fresh egg pasta. So in the bowl I've got some 00 flour, a really refined fine milled flour. So it's about 100 grams of flour to one egg. All right, we can just call it that. A little bit of salt in there, all right? And so 300 grams of flour, just make a little bit of a well. Okay, and Lorena, do you want to start adding the eggs? All we need to do is add the eggs straight in. So we won't muck about, yep, straight in. Beautiful. Yeah, just all in, straight in, so not beautiful. So 3 eggs, 300 grams of flour. Like any dough, if it's a bit dry, add a bit of liquid. If it's a bit wet, add a bit of flour, a little bit of olive oil. Right, I'll just crack the egg yolks and just start working the flour in. And I'm doing this just with you could use a butter knife or the back of a spoon. So people get a bit scared when making handmade pasta, but it's really straightforward. All right, fresh egg pasta, it's eggs and flour. All right, mix it together, nothing too crazy. And then once you get to sort of this little crumbly stage and then all the liquids are incorporated, I'm just going to get my hands in there. And again, not rocket science, it's really quite easy. So I'm just bringing it together. So your hands will get a bit sticky, but it's all in the fun of it. Work it in. Just bring all the dry flour together. Then once you're at this stage and everything's incorporated in, nothing left in the bowl, get it onto a nice clean bench, all right, and then we can start kneading.
And Neil, why is it that important to keep kneading that much?
Yep, just to get a really nice, smooth and elastic dough. If you were to just, put it through now to be crumbly and dry, so yeah, nice and smooth and elastic, nice and velvety.
Neil, is it impossible to overwork the dough?
Not by hand. By the time you want to give it a really good knead, by the time it gets to the point where you're going to overwork it, your arms are going to fall off. So you can overwork it in the machine if you left it in the machine for too long, but not with your arms. We're starting to get there, but this is going to take sort of a good 10 minutes of kneading. We're starting to get there, but it's just not worked enough. It's not silky enough. All right, so if you just want to give it a good knead, all right. So as you can see, Lorena's doing a fantastic job with the technique of kneading, stretching it out, folding it back in on itself. Yeah, perfect, well done. All right guys, so I've rested the pasta dough for about an hour just to let it relax, okay, and we're right to start getting it through our machine. All right, so we'll start at the largest setting, number 10, goes all the way down to number 0. So I'll just pop it through on number 10 first. So I'll just give it a little book turn, all right, just to even up the shape of the dough, give you a nice shape. So again, you can be using a rolling pin, but this is easy. Using your hands is good. And okay, I'll pop him through, push him through, and we should be right to go. So don't add flour before you need to. Okay, so that's feeling pretty good. So I'll put it down to number 9, roll him through. And we don't need to start, so on the settings, we don't need to start adding flour until required. So this is feeling pretty good. Down to number 7. This is feeling pretty good. I might get just a touch of flour down here now, so just lightly, right? So I'm not dropping blobs of flour everywhere, so there's a large quantity of flour going into the pasta.
And how do we know when to start putting the flour?
Yeah, you'll just just a bit of feel, so it'll just start to get a bit sort of moist and sticky, maybe not's the right word, but get a little bit moist and you'll just be able to tell it might stick to the machine. All right, so you just want a little bit of dry surface area. All right, and I'll just continue putting this through the different numbers, and then once it gets a little bit, maybe one more, you can start giving us a hand. So again, a little bit of flour. And then the technique, if you were doing it on your own, all right, would be to now put it in this hand and feed it through. If you were working by yourself and then picking it up, but since you're here to give me a hand, all right, and we'll just leave it one more, feeding it through. Yeah, perfect, underneath, and you're just bringing it through, just so it doesn't catch. All right, and we've sort of got a nice even consistency. Beautiful. And then what you do is really, yep, you can, yeah, that's fine then. Beautiful, that's fine. Yep, off you go, pull it through. That's it, and then pull it nice and flat. Yep, and you can sort of just, yep, perfect. Oh, look at that. Then we can fluff it up if required. Beautiful, it's starting to look good. Here we go. Perfect. Beautiful. All right. Here we are with our fresh egg pasta sheet. You could use this for lasagna or make a wide variety of different pastas, and we're about to turn this into fettuccine. Okay guys, so here we are with our fresh egg fettuccine with pepperonata sauce. You can pair this pasta with any sauce you like. Bon appetit.
Buen provecho.